Hey future trucker, Jonathan here, founder of Driving Academy. In today's video, we're going to give you a step-by-step game plan on how to get yourself a CDL permit. Before we do that, you have to understand what is a CDL permit. So you must get a CDL permit if you want to get a CDL license. And CDL stands for Commercial Driver's License. This is going to be step one in the licensing process. This is put in place to make sure that you understand the theory behind driving a commercial vehicle safely across state lines. Now let's get right into it. Step number one is you're going to have to understand what type of license you're going to want to go after. Do you want to go for a CDL Class A license or a CDL Class B? CDL Class A gives you the ability to drive any vehicle that weighs more than 26,000 pounds and has a trailer that weighs more than 10,000 pounds. So things like tractor trailers will fit into the CDL Class A license category. With the CDL Class A, you're also able to drive Class B vehicles, which means any vehicle that weighs more than 26,000 pounds, has no trailer, or if it does, it's going to have to weigh less than 10,000 pounds. The most common Class B vehicles are going to be things like box trucks, dump trucks, garbage trucks, and cement trucks. That being said, once you understand which path you have to go, now you have to understand which test you have to get yourself ready for. Both are going to require a minimum of 2 tests, which are going to be general knowledge and air brakes. The first one's going to be general knowledge, and it's exactly what it sounds like. It's going to test your general knowledge on how to operate a commercial vehicle safely. Number 2 is going to be air brakes. Many commercial vehicles have air brakes, so you're going to have to understand how the air brake system works in your commercial vehicle. However, if you're going to go for the CDL Class A license, you're also going to have to add another test, which is called combination vehicle. This is going to test your knowledge on the ability on how to operate 2 different vehicles. You're going to have the tractor and you're going to have the trailer, and that's why they call it combination vehicle. Now, if you're going to go for the Class B basic, all you're going to need is those 2 tests that we talked about, general knowledge and air brakes itself. Now, another thing to consider when you're taking these tests is, do you want to add any endorsements to your license? You might be asking, what are endorsements? These are just extra tests that once you pass, it gives you the ability to drive more types of vehicles. As an example, some endorsements could be things like doubles and triple trailers, which means if you pass that test, you can transport a vehicle that looks like this, that has about 2 to 3 trailers on it. You can also get things like hazardous material endorsement, tanker endorsement, passenger endorsement, and school bus endorsement. So if you want to get all the endorsements, you definitely can. That means you're able to drive any vehicle under the sun. Some people do that because they can actually have better job opportunities out there and they don't want to be stuck to one thing or the other. So once you know what license you want and which test you're going to pass, step 2 is going to be study, study, study. Now the best way to study and to ensure that you pass the test the very first time is come to the best CDL school in the country here at Driving Academy. Find a location near you by checking out our website, cdldrivingacademy.com. If we don't have any locations near you and you still want to study with us, we got a bunch of practice tests on our website, so you can definitely check it out there, or you can check out any of our YouTube videos that give you a bunch of questions and answers for the practice test itself to get you ready to actually study. The only problem with just studying questions and answers is going to be when you go for the test, if they change one of the words in the questions, it could be a completely different answer. That's why here at Driving Academy, we train our students on the real knowledge on what you need in order to pass these tests, which means no matter which questions that they ask you, you're going to have the basic understanding of exactly how a truck operates and how to make sure you operate it safely to make sure that you're able to pass the test with flying colors, no matter what tricks they have up their sleeves. Now, once you've studied and you're ready to rock and roll, now it's time to start collecting your documents. What kind of documents you need? You're going to need 6 points of identification. So before you go to the DMV, make sure you gather everything required that has your name on it. Things like birth certificates, passports, social security cards, proof of addresses. Get more than what you think you need, so by the time you go to the DMV, it's going to be a piece of cake. Now, before you actually go to the DMV, step 4 is going to be get yourself a DOT physical. So a DOT stands for Department of Transportation, and this is a basic health exam to make sure that you're healthy enough to drive a tractor trailer. They're going to check things like your blood pressure, they're going to make sure that you're mobile enough that you can pick things up and check your eyesight and things like that, just to make sure that you're healthy enough to operate these big tractor trailers. Now, once you've done all these things, drum roll please, it is now time for you to go to the DMV. But let's not get your hopes up because you're probably not taking the test the first day you go to the DMV. Most DMVs across the country are going to require that you go to the DMV first to purchase the CDL permit. This just shows that, hey, these are all my documents, this is my DOT physical, here's some money, and now you're going to give me access to go and take the test. All you're doing when you're purchasing the permit is going to make sure that 1, you're eligible to get a CDL license, and 2, you're purchasing 6 months access to go and take all the written exams and 6 months to go and pass the road test itself. After the 6 months is up, then you're going to have to renew it again by paying another fee to make sure you get another 6 months to actually complete the entire CDL process. Part of step 5 is going to be to actually schedule to take the written exam. So once you show all the documents, you have your DOT physical, you paid the fee, it's now time to schedule to take the written exams. In some cases, you might be able to do it the same day if you ask nicely and if there's an opening at the exam center. In other cases, you might have to go back home and schedule an appointment online. Which brings us to step 6. This is all the preparation. You've been studying this entire time. You know exactly what you want. You're going to go in there and pass your CDL exams. Now let's give you some tips and tricks here. The first test that you always have to take is going to be general knowledge. If you pass this test, congratulations, you now can take other tests moving forward. You're going to have 1 hour to complete as many tests as you want. If you failed the general knowledge test, however, then you have to stop and then come back and restart the general knowledge test from the beginning. Now, how do you pass these tests? In order to pass the test, you're going to need 80% or better on any of these exams. This is going to be a multiple choice test, which means you get to select A, B, C, or D. And the cool thing is it's on a computer, which means as soon as you select the button, you're going to know exactly whether you got that question right or whether you got that question wrong, and there's no guessing games. Now, if you're scared or a bad test taker, don't worry. We have an entire video that's going to give you the secrets on how to pass the permit exams. Click the link in the description or right over here, and it's going to show you the secrets on how to pass your permit test the very first time. So after you pass all of your required written exams, step 7 is going to be move your permit into an actual CLP. CLP stands for Commercial Learner's Permit, which is a fully valid permit, which means you pass all the tests that are required, and now you've shown all the documentation and you're like, hey, I'm ready to start driving. And once you do that, now it's time for step 8, which is the fun part, getting behind the wheel and getting yourself ready to pass the 2.5 hour long road test. Now, if you're like one of the many people who decide to get their permit on their own, you must go to an approved training provider before you can actually go for a CDL road test. That is federal law. And if you want to go to the best CDL school in the country, check out our website, cdldrivingacademy.com, and we can help you get yourself ready to pass that 2.5 hour long road test that you're after. And what do we mean by federally required? Check out this video here that's going to explain the entire ELDT process, which means every entry-level driver must go to an entry-level driver training curriculum, and that's what we have at all of our Driving Academy locations. So hopefully now you know exactly what steps you need to take in order to get yourself a CDL permit. If you have any questions about anything in this process, check out our website to find any school near you and give that team a call, and they're more than capable to walk you through this process itself. Thank you very much, and I'll see you on the next one.
If you want to get your CDL, Driving Academy is here to make that process simple. We'll help you pass your permit, train behind the wheel, and prepare you for real-world driving with days and night classes 7 days a week. Start with only $500 down with interest-free payments and get lifetime job placement assistance to help you get hired fast. Visit CDLDrivingAcademy.com and let's help you get started on your road to freedom today. If you like this video, I know you're going to love this one too. And of course, subscribe. And if you're ready to get started, click on the link below.